Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. This is Chef Sherry. I'm here today to recreate a salad I had that I got at Whole Foods on their salad bar. I was starving one day and I saw this kale, apple, and Brussels sprout salad. Unfortunately, it had a lot of olive oil, and I won't say a little, it had quite a bit, but I was hungry, so I ate a little bit of it. So I'm trying today to recreate that salad, but using my own dressing that has no olive oil or any oil in it. So here's what I did. So, you know, when you're using kale, you have to massage it. So the first thing I did was I took a whole bunch of kale, and I don't know if you can see it in the bowl here, but I cut it into teeny little pieces, and I massaged it for about 5 minutes, just like you're giving someone a massage. Massage the kale. It makes it more tender and much easier to eat. And then I've never had raw Brussels sprouts before, so I looked at a couple videos, of course, on YouTube, and this is what I learned. You take a big Brussels sprout. I'm going to cut off the big end that's really rough, and then I'm going to take this part that's loose, the leaves that are loose, off, and then I'm going to slice it down the middle one time, like that. And the next thing you do is you turn it sideways and you make teeny slivery cuts like this. Always make sure your thumb is positioned like this so you don't cut yourself. And this is what it looks like. So let me get this last little sliver here. So it looks like this. See how it just turns into like a fresh, like a grated Brussels sprout. So let me finish one more, and I'm going to take that big piece out. We don't want that. So I'm going to take that big leaf off one more time. And you use, you know, I used about, I would say 8 ounces or so of Brussels sprouts, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not even measuring my dressing. I just make it to taste, and I'll show you how to do that. So there's the Brussels sprouts. That one goes in too. And then I added some things we like. Red onion is Dale's favorite food, and we have tons of onions. So I threw in a good-sized red onion, chopped it up, and also red cabbage, which I love. And I live on this stuff. I love it. And then I took one apple, and I cut it into little pieces like this and put this into the bowl. Then you want to do nuts. I wanted to do walnuts, but I forgot I had used them all up. So we're going to use pecans. I just chopped them into little pieces, and I took some pumpkin seeds as well, and I'm going to throw them in. I mean, that's the salad. So it doesn't take long to make. Now, here's what I did with the dressing. Because I looked up how to make dressings, they all had olive oil. So I simply took apple cider vinegar, some date syrup, and Dijon mustard, and I cut up a clove of garlic and put it in, and I kept tasting it so it wasn't, you know, too tart, and you just have to play with it. I would say start with about a 1/3 cup of your apple cider vinegar, and then start squirting in your date syrup. Start with like a tablespoon, and then mix it up with the mustard a little bit, maybe a teaspoon of the mustard, and just whisk it up. And I got it to a nice sort of in-between sweet tart taste. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it on top of the salad, like this. Then I'm going to get a couple spoons. Be right back. And I'm going to start to toss it. Remember, I've already massaged the kale, and if I think it needs more dressing, maybe we'll make a little more together. So I want it to have enough dressing on it so that it has a good taste. I'm already seeing we're going to make a little bit more dressing. Yeah, let me just taste this. Tastes very good though. Let's do another batch of dressing. So let's start with our apple cider vinegar. Give it that much. Then we're going to do a little bit more mustard. This is almost empty. Let's see if we can eke out a little bit more. That's probably enough. And then I'm going to take my date syrup. And then I'm just going to take some garlic powder, because I already cut up a piece of garlic, so let's just do a little garlic powder. And I'm just going to whisk it together. And then I want to get a tasting spoon. You have to taste it, see what it tastes like. Definitely too tart, so we're going to add more of the syrup. That should do it. Take another tasting spoon here. Perfect, really good. Maybe one little more squirt. Not so perfect. Changed my mind. A little bit sweeter, I want it. That's it. Add this in. Now that should be plenty of dressing. Let's do this. Wow, it's pretty. This is going to be, for a couple of days, we'll be eating this salad now. I hope you like it.
I'm sure I will.
Okay, let me get it and put it in a plate. Since this will be our lunch today. And we'll show everybody what it looks like nice and pretty in the plate. Check that out. That's a raw kale, Brussels sprout, red onion, red cabbage salad. Now let's taste it with a fork. See what it tastes like. This will be my salad, yeah? It's really crunchy, which I love. It's delicious. So give it a try, everybody. It's a good way to use Brussels sprouts in their raw form. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time back in my kitchen. So long for now.